today's Ark Mod Spotlight, we check out a few mods. One of those mods lets you ride dinos you couldn't ride before. One gives you a alpha variant for almost everything on the map. A mod that solves your inventory management problems. A mod that gives you a super grapple. And a dino pickup mod so you can carry your tames anywhere. Welcome back to another Mod Spotlight video. I'm TBF Gaming. I do a bunch of survival games, tutorials, how not tos, mod spotlights, a whole lot of Ark on the channel, but some other stuff too. With ASA here, we're focusing on a lot of the incredible mods that these mod developers are making. And we're going to go ahead and check out some really good ones today that I did get a chance to test on Xbox. They work great on PC, and I hope they work on PlayStation, although I can't really confirm that. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. If you have a mod that you want me to check out, or if you want a specific guide on these mods, let me know in the comments below. A lot of these videos are driven by what you guys put down in the comments. We'll be checking out a few of those over the next few days. We do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday mod spotlight. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, keep in mind that these mods are early in development. The modding community is working really hard to get them right, and it takes a while to get it through both PC and console verification. So it is going to take some time to get these all working just right. So bear with them a little bit, show them some grace. Definitely don't go into their Discord and act crazy. These guys are working their butt off, and they're bringing us stuff to the game that we love and making it even better. So let's get into today's mod spotlight. All right, the first two mods that we're going to check out today are by Hexenlord. Hexenlord has already done a bunch of great mods for ASA, which we've already showed in spotlights. Make sure you go check out their CurseForge page. Of course, they were the Ark Survival Evolved creator that brought us Ark Omega. Can't wait to see that in Ark Survival Ascended. Now, today we're going to check out one called More Rideables. This one is crossplay compatible. It basically allows you to ride all those dinos that you couldn't previously ride. So a lot of those little tames that you could tame up, but not really ride them, so they didn't have like a lot of use for you because you couldn't ride around on them. But now you can ride around on your first little dillo that you tame on the beach. So dillos are rideable, super awesome. You can run around and spit in people's face with a dillo. Same with a lot of these other guys. You can ride the dodo. There you go. Super small little guy. Poor little guy's going to get crushed under it. The dung beetle I couldn't ride because my weight is too high, and I think his weight is too low. Yeah, his weight is 6.3, and he's already picked up a lot of poop. So we can't ride him around, so that's not a thing. I assume you could do stuff to up their weight, so that wouldn't be a problem, or maybe just put a bunch of levels in. Same with these guys. You can ride the little pup dogs around. We can ride the little Oviraptors. Boom. Super awesome. I've never ridden an Oviraptor before. That's kind of awesome. The Trilobite, same thing. You can ride this guy around. Check this out. Absolutely awesome. Doesn't look like a very comfortable ride. And then the Kentro. Okay, we're a little stuck. The Kentro you can ride as well, but he is an absolute pain in the butt to get off of. I don't know if there's like a special way to get out of there, but we get stuck almost every single time. The snakes, also rideable. Not touching those. You know I don't do snakes. And then there's also a couple water dinos. The piranha, the eel. I might be missing one or two. I think I got everything spawned in for it, but these are all the more rideables. No saddle needed. It's basically done by a dino buff. I think when we get on them, you can actually see the buff. Let me go like that. Go like that. Bring back our little thing here. Yeah. Down on the bottom right, there should be a... Or no, on top right, it should say ride, like a little buff that basically goes on the dino. So super simple. So that's that. That is the More Rideables mod by Hexenlord. Let's move on to the next one. All right, the next mod we'll talk about is Alpha Everything, also by Hexenlord. This is a really cool mod that we saw on Ark Survival Evolved. In fact, a lot of mods used this mod within their mod to give you more chances of alphas. This basically adds a alpha version to anything that's tameable on the map. I think almost everything out there had an alpha version available. The Equus is one that we want to check out for sure. You can see the alpha version. It's a little bit bigger. It's got a little bit increased stats. I don't know if you can... Hold on, we got the spyglass. We can just do it this way. It should have pretty increased stats. Yeah, that's a 912 health. That's 2,700 health. So much different. It also has the Alpha Everything buff on it. That's basically how it works. Is it's a dino buff that's on the dino. So it's not... It doesn't change the dino other than giving it that buff. So that's the Alpha Everything buff on that guy. Same with Raptors, RGs, Pteranodons. All those guys can have an alpha version of it. You can change, if you're on PC or if you're on a server, you can change the size increase of the alphas. Right now, it's just 1.25 times bigger. You could change it to where it was quite a bit higher. I don't know what the max on that is, but I know you can change it to a max of 2. So it could be double the size of the regular version there. So this could be twice as big. If you do that change in the code. Unfortunately, on console or on single player, not really a way to do that. Although on PC single player, you can adjust your INI, but there's not really a way to change it right now. Maybe that's something they'll add in the future, but there you go. Alpha Everything, very, very cool. Now, if you are wanting to just test this out on your own, what's really cool is there's actually a command set that you can use on these guys. Let's go ahead and put a Raptor saddle on this guy. So if you want to turn this guy into an alpha, one that you've already tamed up using the code, if you're on single player, if you're an admin on your server, jump on the guy, and then you're going to do this command. I'll make sure I put the command up. So I'll put the command up across the screen. It is force give buff space buff _ AE alpha space 1. So you put that in, hit the enter button, and now that dino has changed into an alpha. So it got the stat boost, it got the size increase. If you want to go back on that, you basically do the same command, but with a 0 at the end. Once again, I'll try to make sure I put that up on the screen, and then boom, it takes away that buff. Although it looks like, did he keep his size? No, he shrunk down. It just took a second. So he did shrink back down. So there you go. That's kind of how that works. It works on almost every dino. I tried it on the Trikes, RGs, Kentros. I tried it on just about everything. Seemed to work on all of them. I haven't found one that it doesn't work on yet, but very, very cool mod. And just kind of adds a little bit more variety out there, which I love having some alphas. They also are very, very aggressive, so that adds a little bit of fun as well. All right, similar to the first two mods, these next two mods are another mod developer that is just doing great things for Ark Survival Ascended, and these are both cross-platform. In fact, most of his mods seem to be cross-platform. This is a very, very good mod. This is a very simple early game storage solution that really helps out, so you don't have to do a bunch of sorting and a bunch of stuff like that, and you can just drop stuff in your base, which is really nice. This one is called Gaia Auto Collectors by Gaia Danny. Gaia Danny, we've already done a spotlight on tons of his mods. We're eventually just going to have to do a Gaia Danny mod spotlight just for their mods. Teacher's Game 2 did a really good video on these as well. Definitely go check that out. Teacher's Game 2 is an absolute legend as well. So let's go ahead and check out this first mod, which is called Gaia Auto Collectors. Super simple mod, really easy to make. If you look inside here, it's fairly inexpensive. 15 metal, 50 stone, and I think that's the same for all of them. So super cheap, super easy to make, and this basically gives you a storage solution where you don't have to sit around and sort your stuff around for a long period of time. You can just drop your stuff on the ground, and these will pick up most of the supplies that you have. So if we drop down the wood, the gear, the ammo, all of that stuff is going to get picked up here in just a second, depending on whether you have it set to fast or slow within each one of these. So you have quite a few of them here. The first one here is the ammo collector. So this is picking up all the ammo. Inside of each one of these, you can go set speed to default or set speed to very fast. That'll change how quick it gets pulled up. Stop collect makes it not collect anymore, and then start collect makes it start collect. Super simple. And now it is collecting, and as soon as you drop it on the ground, it'll get picked up. So it's just really nice. You don't have to do a bunch of that inventory management. They have, I think, 9 of these total so far. So we've got the ammo, we've got the chest pieces, the gear, there we go, armor, nailed it. We've got the meat, we've got eggs, we've got weapons and tools, we've got structures, so that if you put structures down, it'll get picked up inside here, which is awesome. Saddles, resources, so this is basically like all resources, metal, stone, ingot, thatch, stuff like that. Over here is feces, but this one also makes the fertilizer, which is really cool. So as long as it's picking up all of the feces, and then it'll start making that stuff once you have enough thatch inside of there. So very, very cool. And you can also tell it to start auto send fertilizer, so it'll send that fertilizer to your crops. So very, very cool. This one works really good with a lot of other mods. It works really well both on Xbox and on PC. Hopefully it works well on PlayStation 2, but we did test it out this morning on Xbox, and it seemed to work pretty seamlessly. All right, so the next one is super simple, also by Gaia Danny. This is called the Gaia Grapple. This thing is incredible because it's a lot like the one that we use in our reusable mod on our playthrough, but this one is a little souped up. It's a little bit faster. It's got way longer range. So if we shoot way over there, it's going to go over there, connect, and then we hold the left click, and we're going to zoom in over there. Look at that. There you go. Absolutely crazy. If you do it right, you can actually pretty much fly across the map because you're going to hit stuff and then keep flying over. Got to be a little bit careful, so it's a good idea to bring a parachute with you if you do this. But if you go like that, oh, it didn't work that time, but sometimes you can launch up off of stuff. You can also grapple onto trees, dinos, you name it. There you go. Boom. So if you use this in conjunction with oh, wait, there we go. With a parachute, you can actually do some really cool things. There you go. We got our parachute out. So we're actually parachuting while we're flying across. There you go. Just kind of gives you an idea of how cool this one is. But definitely one of my favorite ones. It's got just a really fast speed, really long distance. So compared to the reusable one, it's a little more OP, a little more crazy. Just provides lots of fun. Go away, snakes. All right, so that is the Gaia Grapple. Like I said, super simple. It's unlockable at level 25. Just takes a little bit of metal ingot to make. I think it's 25 metal ingot. And you just throw it on your regular crossbow. Now, I didn't check if our crossbow, I think our crossbow does lose durability while we're doing it, so make sure you take a couple crossbows with you so that way you can continue to do it. But there you go. Yeah, the range on it is just absolutely insane. This is one of my favorites back in Ark Survival Evolved, so I'm so glad that he brought this to Ark Survival Ascended. There you go. The Gaia Grapple. All right, the next mod that we're going to check out is the Dino Pickup mod by Cyrus Creates. This is a really cool mod. It actually just allows you to pick up your dino. Super simple. Cyrus Creates does have a bunch of other mods available on the Curse Forge. Definitely go check that out. But let's take a look at this. This is super simple, man. Just if you want to just be able to carry your dino around, you put this onto him, you go ahead and activate, and then you'll be able to hold E and pick up your dino. And then boom, we've got our dino on our shoulder. Now, typically, they can attack from there. I haven't tested it out with this mod. You hit the F button on PC a couple times to throw him. I think on console, it's either Y to pick him up or YY to throw him, something like that. But you can do it on all these guys. There you go. Throw that on there. Go ahead and activate. Get that back. And then we go like this and pick up. There you go. Now we have a dino on our shoulder. Super, super cool. All right. This basically allows you to take them into places that you couldn't normally. Like if you have a server that won't allow you to take it in on... Hold on. Go like that. Boom. If you can't throw things out in cryopods, this is a good way to get things into those tight spaces that you normally couldn't. So there you go. Now we have an RG on our shoulder. Let's go test out real quick if it does attack. I think that's a really good idea. We'll try to get it to attack something. Let's get away from all of our stuff. Okay, so if we tell it to attack something while it's on our shoulder, I think it did attack him. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, yeah, there he goes. He's attacking right now. So that is pretty cool. You could probably use it for an Anki to go ahead and gather for you, too, which is kind of cool. There you go, man. So that you can carry your guy around on the shoulder, and then when it's time to throw him out, we do that. Boom. Very cool. Just turns all your guys into a shoulder mount, which I thought was really cool. All right, so that's the 5 mods for today's 5 mods that you should definitely check out that are available on cross-platform. Tested all these on the Xbox. They all seem to work really well. Hope they work out well for you. Keep in mind that all these mods are really early development. Huge shout out to everyone that's checked out the channel over the last couple months. We did hit 20K subs. We're on our way to 21K already. Blows my mind. Thank you so much. The patrons, thank you so much to you guys. I couldn't do all these videos without you guys, and I couldn't run the servers without your guys' help. Thank you so much. I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. If you made it to the end of the video, my MVP, more mod spotlights coming up later in the week. We've got our playthrough Monday through Thursday, and we've got some new stuff coming up on the channel, hopefully tonight or tomorrow. Talk to you guys later.